फैन करून बंद है फैन करून बंद है एसी आवाज मश करन गर्द
हाँ आवाज छन केशन पर
आवाज तो ठीक है
ऑलराइट
हम पांच और ये मेन बोझन
So we are live. Namaskar Sadhni. Very good evening. Pranam Sadhni Bozenwalian. Azuk Kathbath, Azuk AIKS Kathbath, but special. We welcome you all. First of all, everyone on this panel. Dr. Ramesh Raina, I welcome you, sir. President AIKS. We have our Senior Vice President, Professor Sudhir Sopory, sir. We have Shri Motilal Malla sir with us, and I have my colleague, Vice President of AIKS, Dr. Manorama Bakshi. So we welcome you all. Today is a very special day, my friends. आज शुमारा आखवरी All India Kashmiri Samaj Executive Teams Purn Kasan, and we are celebrating this 1 year of service and excellence for in the service of our community. I would like to give you a little bit of context for today's Kathbath. As I say that we have always been doing Kathbath with our affiliates, but today's Kathbath is with our own leadership team. And today's Kathbath is very special conversation with our President AIKS, two Senior Vice Presidents, Padamshree Prof sir and Malla sir. I have with me my colleague Dr. Manorama Bakshi, who is Vice President of All India Kashmiri Samaj and my co-host today for this AIKS Kathbath. On behalf of entire AIKS team, we welcome all of you on today's AIKS Kathbath, and we are so proud of having our leadership team with us today. Which is varia khosh az em khatre kaske Butchus Yam Timuk Akpart, Butchus Yat Timus Mans Proxurban include Kormut, Midgay Yat Timus Then Lagbag as now the Reth Kum Karan. And today, AIKS current executive term 2021-24 is celebrating 1 year of service and excellence. And I take this opportunity to thank our president and all our leadership team and a team of social activists, experts, and professionals in their respective areas of work who are working with us relentlessly day in, day out to serve our community. I would like to give a little bit of, because this is an opportunity for me, which is Yasan as Dr. Sabin, thoda sa using background to, though everybody knows him, but his leadership acumen, which I have seen personally in the position of social service, is par excellence, as he has been serving community for the last 4 decades in a row. He is a man of courage, a community leader with a purpose to serve his community, a great orator, and above all, a thorough gentleman. Sir, we are so proud of having you there in this position, and we are very happy and really honored to work with you as part of your team. I am part of this executive as General Secretary, and though I joined a little late, but then let me tell you, friends, I'm enjoying working with him and my entire team of my colleagues to the fullest. On occasion of this 1 year of completion of the AIKS, I would like to mention that the first thing our president did when he took over AIKS office last year, he formed a very important group, which we call as AIKS Consultative Group. And the team members of this group is a mix of all stalwarts and people who have long experience in their area of social service. And that social service which is selfless and which is basically driving entire activities and programs of AIKS. And as a part of this team, I can personally vouch for its merit and quality of work this team is doing amidst a lot of challenges we as a community are facing both within and from outside. Our Dr. Ramesh Raina Saab and the both senior leadership team members, Sopory Saab and Malla Saab, is an inspiration for all of us working here at AIKS for the betterment of our community. Our president today will elaborate on the achievements in this first year of current executive and explain how he worked relentlessly to achieve short-term goals and how we as a team are heading to achieve our next level goals to progress in achieving the vision and mission of All India Kashmiri Samaj. And I'm sure that all of you who are listening to this AIKS Kathbath is going to get some takeaways from this, and we shall be asking some straight questions to the team members as well as to the president of our AIKS. And I just would like to tell you that there are a lot of qualms, lot of questions, lot of doubts people have about AIKS per se. And today we are going to demystify all of them altogether. Before I call upon our president for his opening remarks, I request Dr. Manorama to say a few words about today's Kathbath. And then I would request our president, Dr. Ramesh Raina, to start the session. I will invite you, sir, formally, but let first Dr. Manorama say a few words. Her experience as vice president, and she has been associated with AIKS for quite some time. So a couple of minutes for you, Manorama, and then we can roll out for asking questions and inviting other guests on the call today. Thank you. Go ahead.
You are using the device.
Screen dikhao na.
Malla sir, I think there is some problem at your end. So you can just
Shall
mute.
I start, Vinod ji?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Screen to dikhao, loudspeaker pe aa rahi hai na, headphones mein nahi aa rahi.
Namaskar sayni bayan the benen. Achu
Headphones-
gordo sayni khatra. Akhveri gavaspur. Why we are so much happy? The reason is that under current, even though like I have been associated with AIKS for quite some time and we had very good leaders, I have been working in leadership, different leadership. But what makes me proud and happy today is that Professor Raina has set altogether a very high benchmark for each one of us. He has been raising the bar. Like in this current executive team, we have Professor Sudhir Sopory ji. Actually, if you will ask me, having Sudhir Sopory on meeting him on Saturdays when we meet policy consultative group, or when I meet Bamzai sir, or when I meet Malla sir, or the whole, the consultative team itself, even whenever even Vijay Amaji comes, your heart swells up by hearing them. And this benchmark has been set by Dr. Raina, because the way he has been able to get such people on the board. I mean, to get Padamshree Sudhir Sopory on the board, who is an Indian educationist, plant physiologist, scientist, vice chancellor of, Jawaharlal Nehru University. If I will continue his, talking about him, I mean, whenever he gives his expert wisdom, or whenever Malla sir gives his expert wisdom, and the kind of vision Dr. Raina, along with the whole team has for the community, is really very much appreciating. So that is what makes me very proud to be associated with the team. Definitely today we'll be talking about a lot of the issues, a lot of the concerns that our community, like we will be talking about what is right, what goes wrong, what are the accomplishments that we have done in this current year. We'll be taking all this up. Over to you, Vinodji. Thank you for giving me some time.
Thank you, Manorama. Thank you for your kind words. I know that we all are having a great time with the entire team, and above all, our president is there, and I know that he has been a stalwart himself. So I would request you to come and welcome you, Dr. Raina, and I would request you to open the session, and then probably we'll have some straight questions to you from the audience, because we have collected few questions, both of us, Manorama and myself. And I'm not going to say that that is going to be a rapid fire for you, but then yes, we will have a rapid fire for you because you are in the public ki adalat, and today we are going to ask you a few questions, and I'm sure that everybody is going to love it. Everybody is eagerly waiting for listening to you on successful completion of this first year of our executive. Over to you, Dr.
Vinod ji, to Manorama ji, thanks for being very generous with me. I'm very humbled by your arguments, by your presentation about me. Thanks once again to you. My special thanks, profound gratitude goes to my community. Sarni timan lukan imo mepet faith the confidence kar. Because yim sari cheez depend karan yedi kansi pet ak entrance faith ye karna, confidence ye karna, institution run karna. We have to understand yosan sajjan varian has AIKS journey chu. Ishan ak momuli journey kya. AIKS had the privilege being headed by stalwarts of the society. Ye waqt is founder president Amukuchanchan, Justice Bakshi, source Justice of UP High Court. Founder secretary was Mr. Sharga. He was also an icon in his own way. Then it was followed by Zuchi Saab, Kak Saab. Using Sani memory mas Asivuch, Sugai Pandit D.N. Munshi ji, a stalwart, Papa ji, Yamunas Pandit J.N. Kol Jivanan, who was there for a maximum number of years, for about 9 years. And then Patimsan Kav Sabai or Kav Saab ne ek बहुत संगीन बुनियाद और ऐसी बुनियाद डाली कि जिसपे जो भी फिर बाद में प्रेसिडेंट्स आए या बाद में एग्जीक्यूटिव्स आए उन्होंने उसको बिल्ड अप कर दिया. तंपत आओ मोती कोलजियन दौर मोती कोलजियन दिसक अक डायरेक्शन डेफिनेट डायरेक्शन और वो डायरेक्शन ऐसी लगी कि उस डायरेक्शन के माध्यम से subsequent executive committees आई एमा सबन आई कर्नल तेजन आई they did a magnificent job. लेकिन बदकिस्मती हमारी ही नहीं लेकिन सारी ह्यूमैनिटी की कोविड ऐसा आया कि सारी लाइफ इट केम टू ए ग्राइंडिंग हार्ट और इसमें जो हिट हो गए सारी ह्यूमैनिटी हिट हो गई और जो हमारी स्ट्रगल हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ये ऐसे नीचे बैठ गई क्योंकि इनको एक से फिर स्टार्ट करना था, हमें जीरो से फिर स्टार्ट करना था और इसी दौर में AIKS का ट्रांजिशन हो गया, लीडरशिप ट्रांजिशन हो गया, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की मर्यादा का पालन करना था, डेमोक्रेटिक ट्रेडिशंस अपहोल्ड करने थे और ऐसे में आ गया इलेक्शन. और जब हमने इलेक्शन की कल्पना की और इलेक्शन में ट्रांजिशन हो गया तो एक बार हमें फिर उसी मकाम से स्टार्ट करना था जब जस्टिस बख्शी साहब ने 1980 में इसका आगाज किया था. तो हमारे सामने बहुत चेतावनी भी थी और चुनौती भी थी. इन सब चीजों का हमें सामना करना पड़ता और सबसे पहले हमारे लिए बात थी कि हमें एक टीम बिल्डिंग एक्सरसाइज करनी थी और मुझे लगता है कि सारनी इम्पोर्टेंट टास्क बिफोर AIKS कि अस कित कन करो काबुल पन टीम युस टीम अत क्रेडिबिलिटी दी युस टीम अत लेजिटिमेसी दी तो बे युस टीम अत यस वुनुक तान काम गई अत पे कित कन करो अस एड ऑन. But fortunately for us, AIKS was blessed with such a team. Mechu basan you see a team unkanukchu ichu all time best team ya waqt AIKS as unkanas host mochu. I would like to read out the names. We have Shri Malla Saab, Senior Vice President. Yemzan Zindagi Guzarmus activism. He was an activist right from his days, student days, from Sopor, Baramulla, so on and so forth. Tempachas Professor Sopory Sabun Manan Yuzan Sopory Sab Sani ye kisi introduction ke mohtaj nahi hai. Then another Padamshree Shri Ramesh Bhamzai Saab, वो भी एक लीजेंड है अपने इसमें. उसके बाद हमारी मैडम अलका लाहौरी है, श्री रोहित दर साहब है और डॉक्टर मनोरमा बख्शी जी है और उमाकांत काचरू जी जो हमारे एडिटर इन चीफ, ही इज आल्सो a great stalwart. और हमारे जितेंद्र काव साहब है और विजय काशकारी जी. विजय काशकारी जो अक पन्निस अक दायरस मज अक इंस्टीट्यूशन अक इथे कन यूत योत ने पत युजन डाउन द रैंक उन बंसी राजदान जी जो ऐसे विनोद पंडिता जी himself, he is a stalwart. अच्छे बनाने की युस ये तो उनके में साइज भी है कंडक्ट प्रोसीडिंग्स करान चु ये तो जो अक पन्ने जाए अक बुधवार अक पन्नक मकाम थवान पन्निस प्रोफेशनल्स मज. Then we come to Shri Puran Patwari ji. Puran Patwari ji chun mechun basa so I kah kashur but yemzan Patwari ji now was the buzmut ya use Patwari ji as it work of was ne ithe ken chais manan Rohit Dar sab. Rohit Dar sab comes with a lot of financial and economic experience. Yemzan AIKS guide code from time to time winti chambakti financial matters asan che bake matters asan atma Rohit ji aise forward karan help. And then we have another use insana unassuming personality cho, that is our treasurer Sunil Kaul Bahadur Gadjan Rozan. Unassuming personality काम करता है, contribute करता है और ऐसे ही नहीं और एक और जो लीजेंड हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं उनका नाम है जितेंद्र काव साहब। और जितेंद्र काव साहब जो KMECT की सक्सेस है उसमें काव साहब का कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन ये कहना मेरे लिए संभव नहीं है। और उसके साथ हालांकि काचरू साहब ब्याक मुझे काचरू जी नोएडा प्रेसिडेंट वगैरह वाइस प्रेसिडेंट तिहुंद का फिजिकल कॉन्टैक्ट तिमन से कनेक्टिविटी कम AIKS बिकॉज ऑफ हिज प्रोफेशनल वर्क बट ओवर एंड अबाउट तम सुंद कंट्रीब्यूशन बिहाइंड द डोर्स काफी ज्यादा रूदमुत यूत योत न बे ब्याक फैक्टर एफिलिएटस मज एफिलिएट्स तिम कलकत्ता मज सुनील जी अंबाला मज वातल साहब चंडीगढ़ मज पंडिता साहब और जितने जो हमारे ओवरसीज एफिलिएट्स कृष्णा जी अर्चना जी। तो ये जो एक फैमिली स्ट्रक्चर AIKS का है ये बड़ा मजबूत हो गया। और इसी मजबूती को लेके जब हम आगे चले और हमने डट के इन चैलेंजेस का मुकाबला किया जो हमारे सामने आए, तो अब हमारे साथ ये जो है जो आज का AIKS है, दिस इज द फेज सेकंड, इट इज इन अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव फेज।
Yes.
Present AIKS is in a transformative phase. We are coming out from a social model to a social action model. ये हम लोग तो social action model पर social action model में सच्चा important जितने चीज number एक छु ऐसे cooperation, use cooperation ऐसे पन्निस टीमस में it's absolutely important to ensure that the social action model stays there, because as I said, it's a phase second, and phase second is a transformative phase for AIKS. Then self-help, using as a voluntary driven approach at AIKS, that is keeping it afloat. और दूसरा जो हमने छोटा मोटा achievable agenda की ओर चल रहे हैं, और वो ये तीन चीजें ये compactness इस AIKS को दे रहा है, और इस compactness को लेके आगे आज AIKS is gradually emerging as a very important grassroots level advocacy group for Kashmiri Pandits. ये छोटी छोटी चीजें जो मैंने बताई अभी आपको, तो आगे चल के हम और भी चर्चा करेंगे। फिलहाल विनोद जी आपका जो रैपिड फायर है वो आप कंटिन्यू।
Thank you, Dr. Saab. I think this is wonderful. I know that because I have been in in the profession of consulting and leadership development and all of that, and I have met and I have been with a lot of leaders in the last 28 years of my professional career. And let me tell you, sir, that what is important in leader is basically the courage to take the team along. And to take the team along, I think that is something which I've seen in you. And I'm not telling you this because everybody is listening. This is my personal feeling from the bottom of my heart. And we really thank you for taking this forward. And I'm sure that all of us will do a great job going forward. Manorama ji, I would request you now to welcome Padamshree Sopory sir, because we would like to listen to him first, and then Malla Saab, and then the rapid fire to Roxa will start. So over to you, Manorama.
Thank you. Thank you, Mara. Vinod ji, actually, proud privilege, really from the bottom of my heart. Whenever I even speak to Professor Sopory, I mean, my heart really swells up. Knowing his credentials, knowing his behavior, and itne humble. I've never seen anyone like with these kind of credentials. He is the topmost educationist we have. He is the Padamshree, and he has been Vice Chancellor of JNU till 2016. My question to you, sir, is Professor Sopory, it's a very small kind of a question, like community share. My question is twofolded. One is that you being the AIKS affiliate, like Faridabad ke like president affiliate hai aap, and in addition to that, you are also senior vice president of AIKS. How do you see that our mission works towards the community, number one? And number second, what is it that we are doing really right? And what is it that you would like to do a bit differently? And how do you see this kind of, our symbiotic relationship with AIKS and Faridabad together and contributions towards the community? Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Manorama ji. Opportunity to be here. In fact, it's a great privilege to be part of this, some of the associations of Kashmiri Pandits. I'm not an activist at all. So I must confess that right from beginning, moving from my scientific arena into a social arena of Kashmiri Pandits has been by chance, but also by intention, partly because after some time you feel like I have been doing some kind of a social work on an individual basis, but I thought there is a time when comes when things can be done together, and you work together with your community, you can make a lot more changes than when you work as an independent person, which one has been doing. Many people who must be listening this independently must be working for the community for a very, very long time. So I was taken into Kashmiri Sevak Samaj Faridabad. I don't want to get into details how I got into this, but Kashmiri Sevak Samaj Faridabad has a different structure altogether. And AIKS is a very unique structure. In our structure in Faridabad, there are elections processes where president is elected, there is a collegium which is elected, and everybody comes through an election mode. And therefore, the structure organization is slightly different, and similarly, the action plans have to build differently. But AIKS is very unique in the sense, जब भी ये इसका constitution बना होगा, तो they must have thought long ahead that we must follow an American mode of election process. It's a president-based selection. So you elect only the president, and then president elects its own body. So there is a lot of thing which I was telling, that when you work together with organizations, it's a lot more advantageous to take things forward. Just briefly tell you my experience with AIKS. It's a learning experience for me, because getting to know stalwarts who have contributed a lot to the social structure, helping the Kashmiri community, especially after we left. We're left now, we're driven out of the valley, and there are many of them with whom you got an opportunity to interact. So that was for me, a personal great experience with Dr. Raina. I have known him earlier also in KSS and others. So this was a learning experience. And the rather major learning experience which I find is that moving from a field of education and biology and science into a totally different domain of what now I consider myself have landed into a social psychological structure. So you're dealing not with only with the social problems, but there are also psychological other implications which are associated with this. 2-3 points, and then I will start. I think this consultative group which Dr. Raina has constituted is very, very useful in terms of discussions which we hold. These are basically internal discussions. Many people must be getting the impression that, आजकल वो sometimes cynicism भी होता है कि ये कोठरी बैठी हुई है, जो मर्जी है वो कर लेते हैं. That kind of an impression sometimes gets. But I must tell people who are listening here that there are a lot of hard discussions which are going there. We don't agree with President many times. Many of them give suggestions to him, and he's one who accepts the suggestions, takes them on board. And so there are differences of opinions, but finally the consensus, we go for the consensus, and in a peaceful way, the consensus comes up. So that is one good thing, which is learning, or the process of learning which you do, how you reach a consensus. Another important point which Dr. Raina was also mentioning, advantage of AIKS is other than Kashmiri Sevak Samaj, it's driven by its affiliates. So you reach out to the affiliates, it becomes a pan-India kind of a interaction which is there. So you interact with individuals, you interact with certain societies which are other, like Kashmiri Sevak Samaj, you interact, but you also interact with other groups which are outside the NCR domain. So that is the kind of a network or the cycle which AIKS has built up. And this is during the last 1 year, I felt was strengthened to a great extent, because he's visiting, he visited on his own in Jammu, visited Malla and Calcutta and many other in Bangalore. So I think that जिस तरीके से आगे चलना चाह रहे हैं कि take everybody on board, take their views, and then move forward. So this is something which is I personally feel a very positive way of moving forward. The concept which we are building is koi na apna na koi paraya mere liye. So we don't work on that concept that this is mine, this is outside. And he has also developed contact with a lot of organizations which are outside the affiliates. So they're not affiliates, but हमारी बाकी कश्मीरी पंडित organizations इतनी ज़्यादा हैं हमारे पास even NCR में, तो उनके साथ एक build-up, एक bridges are being built up, joint programs, joint seminars which are to be organized. So that is another very positive point which has come up. What I feel in the last 1 year, which has happened is that AIKS is slowly becoming it should of course, voice of Kashmiri Pandits at the national and global level. So the voice, एक इकट्ठे जो एक हमारी आवाज है, उस आवाज को उठाने वाला भी कोई होना चाहिए. इंडिविजुअली मैं फरीदाबाद में कुछ बोलता हूँ, कोई कहीं बैठता है, वो सारी आवाजों को जो एक अलग अलग म्यूजिक बजता रहता है ना, उसको एक फर्स्ट क्लास एक थीम में लाके जो आगे बढ़ाते हैं, वो AIKS करना शुरू कर दिया. So somewhere we are reaching that level where you are now becoming the leader from that perspective point. और other positive point which has come up, मैंने अभी कुछ emails वगैरह भी देखे थे कि जहाँ पे पहले some people have certain concerns or something, which I find is very interesting and important, because जिसको concern होता है ना आपके ऊपर, and also some people who have trust on you, they will ask questions. So मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है कि they have trust on us. So this team is being trusted upon by many people all around, and they feel very free in order to ask कि आप ये भी कर सकते हैं, ये भी कर सकते हैं. So this is one positive thing which probably has happened also during the last year, that without any hesitation you can say आप ये भी करिए और ये ना करिए. तो मेरे लिए एक बड़ा अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस यहाँ पे रहा है AIKS के साथ. KSS फरीदाबाद में अपने चल रहा है वहाँ पे. But now joining, as I was telling, organizations of Kashmiri Pandit is a unique community. I think we're really proud to be part of that community. There is so much resilience, so much which we can do together. Individually also we are doing as a samaj mein kar rahe hain, but together it can be a force to reckon with at the national level, at the international level. We can bring our voice as well as ground level pe bhi kaam karna padta hai. But AIKS has to work at a policy level, at a decision making level with the government on one hand and with the KPs at the other hand. So this is why I brought the perspective.
Wonderful, wonderful, Sopory sir. These are the golden words from, from, I should say, golden man. The way you have put it, especially for the Dr. Raina, he is a visionary leader with giving us, as well as having the democratic qualities of a leader. So that is something that really touches me most about his personality, giving us time and voice also at the same time. And the visibility, the kind of visibility we have seen for the last, 9-10 months about AIKS. Over to you, Vinodji, you can take up questions.
Yes. So I am now, I think, golden words, Professor. I think it was pleasure listening to you and your experience with All India Kashmiri Samaj. I think this is giving a lot of credibility to the organization when somebody like you who speaks for the organization, being critical is fine, but then we have to be collectively going forward and taking things forward. So it's now my privilege to welcome. And first of all, I would like to introduce, because I love this gentleman so much. Somehow I have never seen my grandfather, and somewhere I see my grandfather in him, and he is Motilal Malla sir, and he is such a darling, in our team. And I always, whenever I call him, and you have been such a wonderful person. And let me tell you, friends out there, we are privileged to have him as our mentor, profound Sanskrit teacher, and someone who is always ready to service his community. Malla sir, I welcome you. I hope you are listening to me. Mecho Basan ki thoda sa voices issue. Buchus yasan mara
yes.
ऐसे panun input ki to kis experience you can ask to social service ita call but I think more than 60 years you have been into this, maybe more, I don't know, because I'm very very young in front of you. you. But toika experience between AIKS various then Ramesh then ya SSRNs then ya toika basan ke spicy karon when broad you know AIK should do going forward. Malla sir.
An Maharaj, you are listening to me?
Yes. We are listening. Go ahead.
विनोद जी बहुत अच्छा है. आज एक टीम नहीं एक परिवार खड़ा है. मेरी चाहत हमेशा होती है अयम निजा परोवेति गणना लघुचेत साम उदार चरिता नाम तो वसुधैव कुटुंबो. ये लक्ष्य है हमारा. ये मेरा वो पराई कहा ऐसी बात नहीं होती है. जो सारी कम्युनिटी को एक परिवार समझता है वही मानवता है. स्वच्छ मानवता और स्वार्थ से परार्थ की भावना में जाना, यही तो एक साधु की निशानी है, वो मानवता की निशानी है. ऑल इंडिया कश्मीरी समाज आज एक ऐसे सिचुएशन में खड़ा है जिसने सब कश्मीर के रिप्रेजेंटेशन बहुत अच्छे ढंग से की है. मुझे याद आता है हर एक का कंट्रीब्यूशन जो आज चल रहा है, ये तो लिगेसी थी 1980 से जो चली हुई है. यही तो चाहता है. समाज एक नहीं, समाज में अनेकों बुझाएं हैं. समाज ही देवता है. समाज ही ऐसी प्लेस है, एक वर्शिपिंग प्लेस समाज है. यही ये बात है, यही उपासना है. और जो ऑल इंडिया सतर पर एक 1980 में से ये बनाई गई है, ये तो ब्लेसिंग से हमारे उन बुजुर्गों से जो हमें लिगेसी मिली है कि समाज को सेवा करने के लिए. मुझे भी काफी समय हुआ समाज को देखते हुए, लेकिन आज एक साल से I am highly pleased with the working of our president in particular. में से मार्गदर्शक एक होता है, टीम में सभी मार्गदर्शक ही हैं समाज के लिए, अपने बंधुओं के लिए. लेकिन उन मार्गदर्शकों में भी एक का नेतृत्व होना बहुत अवश्यंभावी होता है. आज जो मार्गदर्शक हमें मिला है अपनी मार्गदर्शकों में से डॉक्टर रैना के रूप में से मैं देता हूँ. विजिबिलिटी ऑल इंडिया कश्मीरी समाज की काफी आ गई. एक छोटा सा कार्यकर्ता भी हमारा जो है, जिसे ज्यादा समय नहीं हुआ समाज में, उसकी भी कंट्रीब्यूशन, उसकी भी भावनाएं जो प्रकट होती है अपने मीटिंग में. मुझे याद आता है 17 लाख साल पहले रामायण की जब सेतु बन रहा था, एक छोटी सी गिलहरी की कंट्रीब्यूशन. जब तक रामायण है तब रामायण सेतु को बनाने में उस गिलहरी की याद सदैव रहेगी और उसका नाम सदैव अमर रहेगा. आज एक्शन स्पीक्स बेटर देन वर्ड्स. भले लीगली फाइट करना हो अपने काज का, कश्मीरी कम्युनिटी का जो विस्थापन हुआ है आज वो कुछ शिथिल होती जा रही है, लेकिन अपना स्थान हम भूलेंगे नहीं. वो घर है हमारा, जन्मभूमि है हमारा, राष्ट्र तो हमारी राष्ट्र भूमि है. उसमें हम स्थिर रहेंगे, खड़ा रहेंगे, पिलर्स रहेंगे. लेकिन कश्मीर ऋषि की पवित्र भूमि को फिर से प्राप्त करना एक दायित्व बनता है. और हमारे अध्यक्ष महोदय के डॉक्टर रैना का कंट्रीब्यूशन सदैव जो कश्मीर की ओर अपना जहन जाता है, भूलना नहीं है हमें. कश्यप मर एक समान्य में कश्यप ऋषि के जिसके नींव रखी थी. वितस्ता दरियाई जहलम ये नहीं है, वितस्ता तो पार्वती का स्वरूप है. सिंध केवल दूधिया रंग से बहता ही नहीं है, सिंध तो हमारी लक्ष्मी का स्वरूप है. इन चीजों को भूलना नहीं है. तो ऑल इंडिया समाज की जो सदैव यही निष्ठा रही है कि जब तक न हम अपने स्थान को प्राप्त न करें, अपने लक्ष्य को प्राप्त न करें, इट मे टेक टाइम, स्लोली एंड स्टडी वी विल विन द रेस. लेकिन शनै योजना नाम शनै सहस्रानाम शनै गच्छति पिपीलिका. याद रखो विनोद जी, योजना नाम सहस्रानाम शनै गच्छति पिपीलिका अगच्छन् वेन त्वया अपि पदम एकम न गच्छति. एक चूंटी को देख लो, रियाई बुछोन तो है, ये रियाई च पकाना सास बद कुल करा पनो लक्ष्य प्राप्त करने खातिर. अगर पक्षीराज गर्भ श्वा मान विष्णु वाहन तेज दौर नफमान, अगर उसकी यथा विजन न हो, चाहत न हो, अगर अपनी मानसिक शक्ति नहीं हो उड़ने की, एक कदम भी वो नहीं चल सकता है. लेकिन जो हमारी प्रबल इच्छा जो आज जो है वो स्थिर है, वो दृढ़ है. उसमें हमें इच्छा शक्ति ही एक प्रमाण मिलता है जो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता चलते चलते आज ऑल इंडिया कश्मीरी समाज सारे विजिबिलिटी जो सारी इस वक्त सभी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में लीड जो कर रही है, लगता है मुझे आनंद आ रहा है 1 साल से काम करने का, इतना आनंद मुझे पहले कभी नहीं आया। मैं गाजियाबाद से हूँ। गाजियाबाद में हमने भी यही छोटा छोटा बनाया है, सभी को सामूहिक रूप से खड़ा कर लिया है, कोऑर्डिनेशन कमेटी खड़ी कर ली है, जो 10 यूनिट छोटे छोटे हैं इकट्ठे कर लिए मानसिक रूप से। आज इलेक्शन के कारण और इस कोई परेशानियों के कारण पिछले 2-3 साल से पेंडेमिक के कारण रहा, लेकिन अब इलेक्शन हो रहा है, जल्दी उसको खड़ा कर लीजिए। और यही जहन होना चाहिए, समेटना, एक दूसरे के साथ हाथ पकड़ के चलना, सामूहिक रूप से ग्रहण करना, यही समाज है, यही समाज की पूजा है। समाज में आज मुझे लग रहा है हमें नॉट ओनली सोशली, दिस इज अ सोशल बॉडी, बट दिस इज आल्सो द इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल अचीवमेंट भी यही है हमारा, सोशली एंड इकोनॉमिकली, एंड वी विल डू पॉलिटिकली आल्सो, क्योंकि लक्ष्य हमारा कश्मीर है, मेरा घर है। वही तो समय आएगा जो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता चलना हमारा है, स्ट्रेंथ करना, एक दूसरे के साथ हाथ जोड़कर चलना, यही हमारा काम है। अकेला नहीं, सामूहिक रूप से चलना, यही ऑल इंडिया समाज का लक्ष्य है। चंडीगढ़ खड़ा हुआ, कोलकाता खड़ा हुआ, बड़ौदा निमंत्रण दे रहा है। मैं आज हैरान हूँ और बहुत खुश हूँ। हैरानगी ये नहीं है, ये खुशी की बात है। कितना उत्साहित होता है हमने कि विदेश से भी हमें ये वो बाकी ऑर्गन जो एफिलेटेड ऑर्गन, यूरोपियन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, वो हमें निमंत्रण कर रही है। ये क्या बात है? गुणम प्रशस्तुमारूपम शीलम प्रशस्तुमाकुलम, ये गुण है, क्वालिटी है ऑल इंडिया कश्मीरी समाज के और इसके सदस्यों की। विनोद जी जैसे सब, मनोरमा जैसे लोगों की, इनकी कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है, और सबसे बड़ी बात है समर्पण भावना, एक दूसरे के समर्पण भावना। आदेश मानना ही आदेश पालना ही आदेश देने का अधिकारी होते हैं। और जो मैं अपने टीम में आज देखता हूँ, ये सबसे बड़ा गुण हम है। इंडिया समाज बड़ी तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है और मुझे लक्ष्य है पुरानी नींव और नया मकान सुदृढ़ रूप से चलता है और हम अपने लक्ष्य को पूरा करने में कामयाब रहेंगे। इसमें केवल एक दृढ़ निश्चय होना चाहिए, वो आप और हमारे रूप में। हम आपसे सीनियर हैं, लेकिन लक्ष्य आपके माध्यम से ही हम प्राप्त कर लेंगे। युवा ही दूसरों को, बुजुर्गों को साथ लेके चले। बुजुर्गों का होता है आशीर्वाद देना, लेकिन युवाओं का होता है अपनी शक्ति के अनुसार आगे बढ़ना। ये प्रखर रूप से आपने आगे चलना और हमारे आशीर्वाद आपके साथ सदैव रहेगा।
धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मल्ला साहब। आपके वर्ड्स प्योर गोल्ड है सर। आई थिंक हमारे लिए आप एक आशीर्वाद की तरह ही हैं और हम चाहते हैं कि आप हमें बस ऐसे ही ब्लेस करते रहें। आपकी गाइडेंस में हम लोग AIKS को आगे लेके चलें। 2 साल हमारे पास हैं इस टीम के पास, क्योंकि AIKS 42 साल से चल रही है और आगे भी चलती रहेगी, लेकिन इस टीम को कुछ नया करके दिखाना है। इस इरादे से हम लोग इस टीम में जुड़े हैं और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि हम सब लोग इसको अचीव करेंगे आपके आशीर्वाद से। मैं डॉक्टर रैना के पास जाने से पहले मैं एक कोट आपके साथ शेयर करना चाहता हूं। ये कोट एक सिविल राइट्स एक्टिविस्ट 1930s में, जिनका नाम डोरोथी हाइट है, वो नेशनल US अफ्रो अमेरिकन वुमन थी जिन्होंने सोशल राइट्स के लिए बहुत काम किया। उनका एक कोट पढ़ना चाहूंगा बिकॉज मैं बहुत मुतासर हूं इससे, बहुत इंप्रेस्ड हूं इससे। That she says that without community service, we would not have a strong quality of life. It is important to the person who serves as well as the recipient. It is the way in which we ourselves grow and develop. So with this, I would say that we are here for a collective growth and development of our community, because हमारे पास बहुत लेवल पे जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं, इतनी सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं। हम सब लोग एक ही बात करते हैं, जी बहुत ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस है, क्यों नहीं हो? हर एक कोने में एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो, एक टीम हो। ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कुछ नहीं है, इट्स अ ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल हु आर एक्चुअली वर्किंग फॉर द कम्युनिटी। हाउ कैन आई सर्व फरीदाबाद? हाउ कैन फरीदाबाद सर्व जम्मू? एंड हाउ कैन जम्मू सर्व अंबाला? And how can Ambala serve Calcutta? We are demographically so diverse, and we should appreciate it. We should appreciate the people and the teams working relentlessly for that. So, Raina साहब, I'm coming to you now. मैं रैपिड फायर ही करूंगा क्योंकि समय बहुत कम है। तो हमारे मनोरमा और मैंने आज सुबह कुछ क्वेश्चंस ड्राफ्ट किए, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट विद यू, एंड we have not revealed those questions to you, and we are going to have those questions for you. And I will ask you one question, then Manorama will ask you another question. And we will finish this conversation in the next 10 minutes maximum. Because 8 o'clock is my target to finish this conversation, because I know.
But Vinodji, I think Dr. Raina should be given a little more time.
No problem. I know 10 minutes can be extended to 20 minutes, provided we have the time. But my first question, sir, is that a lot of people are asking, yeah, very gav, ye AGM kya chin karanis? To amuk dito kya is jawab?
Okay, it's a very important question. Yes. I'm so happy. At least you have asked me this thing. Because what is Yimson me wonte Yimson AIKS instruments to set important winkenas. So go nad the baybak. Yimson instruments Yimson Tim instruments Yimson AIKS Awaz broadcast batna and they have become opinion building magazines for the society. Atmos Don Nafran who set a contribution useful yes Anchos one. Ako SK Barnes using Kershir literature as Mosmankanas, Kafi Bront, Pakanchi, Yamzanak, Makam Kormuchi, Sani Katra, Fakrich Kisucho, I say, Team Masmanzak, important member of Vice President. Dak using Nadich circulation, ya Bakachi Zimzan Wuchancho, Sugo Bansi Razdanji, Yamsunti set her contribution using complaints Wuchancho, using amateur circulation Wuchancho, using Vaktan Favaktan Atmanancho. Community opinion regarding non-delivery of Nad Bagare Vatanchi, Ikit can Karo is address EM issues. So I think Bodbar important issue of AGM. You have to understand Bodbar issues on Bronkan Yambak Mevonta Yambak, you know executive Kuntru August the Sas Aquasmas are effects of COVID, post effects of COVID year Sakti situation are assess meeting जैसा कारण associate objections के नसा तो है क्यों वो ना फुल ज़्यादा करे तो ना फुल ज़्यादा करे तो ये न they are some बड़बार psychological reluctance looking to participate in huge numbers. AGM च a small चीज़ है but ये एक constitutional मर्यादा है जिसका हमें पालन करना है. People are gradually coming out of COVID fear because you see COVID fear च COVID fear असमंज अगर इंसान पानती है कि ये मगर तमिशन family you know it's a coachy goes no please don't go. Winkenas teach rising cases of COVID magar liberal amkin case as to vaccination bagara karmas. But I can assure people, I can assure those pattern members, I can assure those life members that AIKS constitution की मर्यादा का पालन करेगा और AGM हमारा responsibility और हम definitely करेंगे जैसे जैसे COVID का एक थोड़ा सा confidence लोगों में आ जाएगा and we will definitely go ahead with it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Manorama, next question.
Sure. Dr. Raina, as you know, like leadership is a foul weather job. And what I yesterday heard when we were in consultative meeting, आपने मुझे कहा कि PDCA, whatever you will hear, you have to be very open. And we have to be answerable to the community. That's what you always say, that you are answerable to community. Saying so, sir, recently कुछ काफी मतलब मुझे एक दो WhatsApps आए since I'm a bit active on the community platforms, social platforms. तो मैं सवाना बनाने इसके है AIKS Constitution should one Senior Vice President gets AIKS sunan. He must such a position Zakir must create. So what has changed in it? And I see the number question about the auditor of AIKS because a lot of the issues people are connecting it to AGM. So agar to ask learn
it's a issue questions issue sign important be khas taur pe yim sawal karanchu. I'm very happy. At least they have come out in open and they have openly as they communicate. Because you see, AIKS Kathbath, it is not about goody. We have to gain the trust of our community. We have to gain the trust of our people. आपने दो सवाल किए. एक why two senior vice presidents. Number one, constitutional में पूरी जगह लिखित कि ऐसा है को एक senior vice president करित या ऐसा है को Constitution is silent on this issue. Para, there always has been a practice of having two senior vice presidents. Yam waqt Moti ji yam waqt banya president of AIKS. So we had KK Khosa from Jammu, Kashmiri Pandit Sabha Amphula Jammu as senior vice president. and Pandit Gautam Kaul as Senior Vice President of AIKS here. Therefore, using ye udharna ch yimti toy WhatsApp agar karan ch timan gas wanun constitution ठीक पटन पर number A. Number Z, there is already an example. There is already Senior Vice President shouldn't say something is such. Senior Vice President is only a matter of respect that we give to our own people. Use the community service mas yavan chu. Aako obviously such service divan. Base sense of respectability is signing khatre satly important. Therefore, use as a Senior Vice President Kormuchu, there has been a practice and ye practice chalega. Constitution is totally silent on this thing. Meri उनसे ये रिक्वेस्ट होगी और हाथ जोड़ के विनती होगी कि आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एक बार फिर पढ़िए. हो गया नंबर 1. As far as change in the auditors is concerned, change of auditors हमने नहीं किया है. It is because of the force of circumstances. जो हमारे पीर साहब है, पीर साहब ने हमसे एक गुजारिश की थी कि मेरे पास काम बहुत ज्यादा है, मैं इस चीज को अटेंड नहीं करता हूं, और उन्होंने मिडवे रिजाइन कर दिया. और हमारे लिए ऑप्शन, जैसे मैंने बताया, एजीएम उस वक्त ऐसी सिचुएशन थी कि कोविड के डर से लोग एजीएम नहीं अटेंड करना चाहते थे, और हमारे पास एक एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी ड्यू थी, और जहां पर हमने एग्जीक्यूटिव का एक कंकरेंस ले लिया कि भाई हम एक ऑडिटर को अपॉइंट कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज द सर्विसेज ऑफ पीर साहब आर नॉट अवेलेबल. सो वी कैन नॉट लीव एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन without the chartered accountant, because it is an ATG organization. It has a pan-India character, not only pan-India character, but pan-global character. People send money us, तो हम उसका रिकॉर्ड कैसे रखते? तो ये एक मजबूरी थी, force of circumstances. और जो भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल ऑब्लिगेशंस इसमें है, वो तो एजीएम में रखेंगे, और एजीएम का हम बिल्कुल आशीर्वाद ले लेंगे जो भी हमने डिसीजन ले लिया. और मैं दूसरी बात बनाना चाहूंगा, ये जो पॉलिसी कंसल्टेटिव ग्रुप है, it has a mandate from the executive committee to take decisions which are deemed fit. So that is why ये वक्त consultative group meet करांचो या consultative group करांचो decide. It is a right given to it by the executive committee, which was held at Faridabad. Okay, बेच हमारा क्या सवाल?
Vinod ji, over to you.
Yes,
Then I will
yes.
take on, yeah.
Jaak sawal mara chunki AIKS, after these killings in Kashmir, recent killings in Kashmir, and there has been a lot of other challenges in Kashmir for the Kashmiri Pandits and the people who are on PM package. We could not really meet them physically in Kashmir or in Jammu or whatsoever in the last 1 year. This is a very you should ask sawal to use on bar pop-up chukasan audiences man user I say WhatsApp group again Manorama itne won ke WhatsApp group. I don't know कि अगर जन के सवाल ऐसे युवान चाहे फेसबुक पर चाहिए युवान या ऐसे व्हाट्सएप पर चाहिए युवान या पर्सनली ऐसे लोग काट करान क्या इसकी हो सकता है कि चीज तुम तो ऐसे डायरेक्टली काट करान तुम ऐसे काट करान अच्छे तिमन पूरा सेटिस्फाई करान as part of the team, but there are certain questions yimzan as yasan chiki toy
They want to hear it from horse's mouth, you know.
Please, yes,
perfectly fine. Which
so Dr. Sahab, Home Minister the usan aise governor sahab chi timan san gaine aise mulaqat ya lukan chi sawal ki is kya is gaine unistan tor to acha aspect ke wan please.
Which Taiwanob zitra cheese Vinodji which is such a important anguishism basanchu. Agar is physically Kashmiri gay, magar we are in touch with the people of Kashmir. Yimzan aise prime minister package employees हमारे बच्चे हैं, उनके साथ जो जुल्म वहाँ पर हो गया, मैं उनके साथ in touch. हफ्तस मंज आख ज़ has telephonic conversations तिमन सिद्ध गसान. Yimzan Kashmiri मंज ऐसे बाकी residual Kashmiri पंडित सिद्ध तिमन सिद्ध च ऐसे in touch. हाँ, ये बात है कि हम कश्मीर नहीं गए. कश्मीर हम इसलिए नहीं गए क्योंकि लॉजिस्टिक्स उसने फेवर करान कश्मीर में. बट एज फार एज आवर गोइंग टू कश्मीर ये तय है कि हम कश्मीर जाएंगे और जरूर जाएंगे. इसमें कोई दो राह नहीं.
Sure. Thank you.
Dr. Raina, aspect hakab wana essentials pe ivanun ki ke isha zaruri gasum tel ke dunik na par gaye te taitan photo khinchu to yun wapas unless until we have that conducive ecosystem atmosphere.
I'm telling you Manorama ji, मैं इस बात पे विश्वास करता हूँ. कश्मीर हमारी मातृभूमि है, जम्मू अब हमारी कर्म भूमि बन गई है और दिल्ली हमारी रणभूमि बन गई है. और AIKS को मजबूत करना है हमें रणभूमि में, ताकि रणभूमि में जो इसको स्ट्रेंथ मिलेगी, जो इसको मजबूती मिलेगी, उस मजबूती को लेके हम कश्मीर जाएंगे। तो यही मतलब है कि जो हमने 1 साल काम किया है, वो 1 साल हमने कुछ चीजों पे बिल्ड अप किया है अपनी मजबूती। Affiliate Connect program, we have recreated a space for AIKS in India. And number 3, we are in constant touch with all the affiliate organizations that we have, to the extent that we are as to invitation, and which is in the final stages to go overseas for holding a program. That program is by any standards going to be a global program. As far as Kashmir is concerned, हमारी स्ट्रेंथ ही हमको कश्मीर ले जाएगी, और वो स्ट्रेंथ जो हमारा, मैंने जैसे बोला कि नेक्स्ट ईयर first year was a year of team building exercise to create an affiliate connect, to create a space for AIKS, to create a good conducive public relations exercise for AIKS, to get people into fold, to get organizations into fold. ये बुनियाद हमने डाली है पहले साल, और इस बुनियाद को लेके I can assure you that हम जाएंगे कश्मीर, और जरूर जाएंगे। जो हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव किया, जैसे मैंने बोला, हम अपनी मातृभूमि में जाएंगे, और उस मातृभूमि में जाएंगे with conviction and with the objective.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. There's another last but one question, Dr. Saab. I'm going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes. So one is, Yuzan, I see accommodation issue. Mara issue we can All India Kashmiri Samaj, RK Puram, Gwanato Sarojini Nagar, One Choice RK Puram, and now we have gotten information that the accommodation is not going to be continued for All India Kashmiri Samaj, and it's a big challenge for us. I think we have one objective, that we have to have a permanent office for All India Kashmiri Samaj for years to come. And I know that for sure that we have had several meetings in our office, that we are working on it. You are personally looking into the matter along with the other senior leadership team here. I don't want to say that, I want you to express that. And I think this is something which is of concern to us first, and then to the audience, because we have to stay there, we have to be there, and we have to run the office and the activities from there. Raina sir, aapka kya hai ki thoda sa, if you can just enlighten everyone, please.
Vinod ji, I'm very happy to tulvi sawal. Yes, it is not that information. We have received an order from concerned ministry, housing ministry, that our office premises at sector 3 RK Puram have been cancelled. Yichu amut order from CCA, Cabinet Committee on Accommodation. Yuzan yusaisis disas akupet disas chohostan extension osas nulmut. That was a clause. So housing ministry kormut as extension, magar with the rider, subject to the post facto sanction by Cabinet Committee on Accommodation. Cabinet Committee on Accommodation core so cancellation so tukna AIKS yot kormu so timo sarni Kashmirian kormu timo either overstay os kormu ya even court cases vagaras go
Right.
atmos amut all India Kashmiri Samaj the atmos as we are on the job. Of course we met many people, even those people who are in a position to change or modify the orders also. As some keta winkenas she set a nozuk stage, but each are delicate stage, but winkenas that stage, but it is either we can retain it or we cannot retain it. Question is whether we retain it or not. I think slightly futuristic in the sense that which Hamish Democles sword as a Kalas Petrozan, har three which as a pata zarpar corner as to extent. So the effort of this consultative group, this AIKS executive, is to give a permanent address to AIKS. We are not there to find an alternate space for AIKS office. We are trying to give a permanent address to AIKS. And permanent address to AIKS means that we are seriously thinking of an alternate accommodation, which is yasan yemi platform through panni community aga karu. Timan vanun ki situation ye cheez ki that we have to accept this situation. Trahan varian says AIKS office chalan, government quarters says allot gasan, extend gasan. Also a situation when we have to demonstrate ki is hako panna permanent address AIKS created, though it's a challenging job. It should be too easy, you is financial. It's a challenging job. But given the kind of team we have, given the kind of thought leaders that we have with us, I'm fairly confident maybe at the end of our term, we might have made few baby steps towards that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Manorama, do you have any question? I have a last one and then I'll wrap it. You have anything?
Vinod, quickly, na, variya, matlab, bio, panne, buesh zada bench, thoda compound bolo, variya bio, mono, कि डॉक्टर राणा शुप्रसम यूजन ये थोड़ा सा ऐसा होता है कोविड रिलीफ स्टार्ट दून के मतलब they don't want to come out of COVID. I wonder there are so many other things.
We have bigger challenges than COVID.
You are free to ask anything.
तो हमारा मन डॉक्टर राणा मनो कि ये कोविड रिलीफ यूजन चाहिए ये नहीं क्या इसका बांध.
Oh yes. I'll tell you one thing. ये गाँव ने बांध क्या? Nobody has stopped it. Question is number one. We don't have to focus ourselves towards COVID relief. We have to understand, we have to go a few notches higher up.
Yes.
It's chicken pressing situations. Yet address a large section underprivileged sections of the society. I suppose focus Bhagwan, God has been kind enough. We have gradually come out of this COVID, so on and so forth. But we have broader challenges before us. You say underprivileged sections of the society, issues can address. We have entered into a memorandum of understanding with Kashmir Overseas Association under the name Family Sport Program. You see, Family Sport Program is definitely on move, and through Family Sport Program, we have reached many families, many individuals. Family sport means because post-COVID situation, that many people lost their jobs, many people could not run their kitchen expenses, and through family support programs, we are doing it actively. और इस माध्यम से मैं कश्मीर ओवरसीज एसोसिएशन को धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ, थैंक्स करना चाहता हूँ कि that ये family support program, all of us are running successfully. Atmos ये situation कि अस हेकन for reasons of respectability divulge कर so information तिकैज़ गडनेतु च कशुर बाटस च board clause यम वक्त आसान च that is respectability, sense of respectability यम वक्त अस कसे help करान च दशने साथस छन पता लगान कोवर अतन क्या कर तो कोवर साथस छन पता लगान दशने साथस क्या कर बुचुस यसान यम प्लेटफॉर्म तो करियो आश्वासन तिमन दियो द बुक फैमिली सपोर्ट प्रोग्राम family support programs, you are looking after family support program. You can talk, you can give them your figures, but without divulging the names कि हमने क्या किया है, कैसे कर रहे हैं. Therefore, we need to come out of this COVID fear, and we need to go a few notches higher up. We need to tell them that yes, you give us inputs. आप हमें inputs दे दीजिए कि ये जो ये underprivileged sections of the society है, जिनको किचन एक्सपेंसेस रन करने हैं, जिनको एजुकेशन एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ देयर किड्स रन करने हैं, जिनको बाकी इकोनॉमिक डिस्ट्रेस इश्यूज हैं, बिकॉज देयर आर इकोनॉमिक डिस्ट्रेस इवन नाउ. सो किम कितने करो एड्रेसेस थ्रू फैमिली सपोर्ट प्रोग्राम, एंड थ्रू दिस फैमिली सपोर्ट प्रोग्राम वी आर ओपन टू आइडियाज एंड सजेशंस.
वंडरफुल. ओवर टू यू विनोद जी.
थैंक यू. सो हमारा चूज बे आखिर जैसा मनन राणा साहब विद योर परमिशन कि अच्छी वेबसाइट AIKS.org तथ पे लिंक दिखुत डोनेशन इस प्रोग्राम रन करान. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर कंस अगर तो AIKS.org गो तथ लिंक ये फैमिली सपोर्ट प्रोग्राम, एजुकेशन असिस्टेंस प्रोग्राम तो बाकी 6 बे प्रोग्राम एक्टिविटीज स्टार्ट कर आज 8 रेत ब्रो. बड़ अनफॉर्चुनेट मे लूकन रिक्वेस्ट कोर्मुत कि तुम करो सन वेबसाइट विजिट. That website पे करियो वैसे इंक्वायरी लॉन्च बिकॉज तथ में फॉर्म यूजन सनिस ईमेलस पे क्या आजकल टेक्नोलॉजी वर्ल्ड यह डिजिटल वर्ल्ड. अगर वनकस अकिस सिर्फ जंग लमनस पे डिजिटल आम करान यूज, इट इज वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट. वी हैव invested time, energy, money in building up this platform called AIKS.org, a new website. तथ में मरा लिंक तथ में अगर जन कह तक बोजन वोल बेन या बय युस बोजान तथ में फॉर्म तुम गो तथ करो क्लिक तुम लिखो पन मेन तुम एड्रेस तुम नाव तुम कमुक ड्रॉप डाउन विंडो drop down menu yavan tat man chishya program aise ak program kari toy soy mail yi asnish ki toy chu family support programs mus enlist gasun ya education assistant programs mus enlist gasun ya entrepreneurship mus enlist gasun. If you want an entrepreneurship hand holding, we are there for you. If you want any for example, bosses as Rana Sabas te kat karan ki varia organization ch asnish yavan wan kya iski visibility so Malla saban won as given visibility but John by the grace of God and with all the efforts of the team as to weakness calls yavan ki hai AIKS kare aise madad for say for example there is one Jammu festival happening in Jammu on 3rd and 4th, say for example. I'm just naming it because see, they are our ecosystem. They are our people. There are a lot of other like cricket match by youngsters, you know, youth development program, some activity in Jagti, some activity in Jammu. We are openly telling them that we are all with you. It's not about putting the logo on there. It is about getting involved in the whole activity. And I can promise everyone out there on behalf of our president and on behalf of the entire team of All India Kashmiri Samaj, we are there to support all those things which have the purpose, value system, and the commitment for the community. With this, I thank you, Dr. Sir, for sparing time. Thank you, Sopory sir, for your valuable time, sir, and Malla sir, बहुत धन्यवाद आपका sir. आपका आशीर्वाद हमारे पे बना रहे. And Manorama, thank you, dear. Thank you so much for being there. I say goodbye to everyone and namaskar and thank you very much.
Fruits didn't sign
Namaskar.
Hello, God bless you all. God bless
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God
Bye-bye.
bless you all.